Good morning.
Did you invent the word Brexit?
I invented the word Brexit.
Have you got that patented? Have you got protection on that or something?
I'd be living a billionaire's lifestyle now if that was the case, Andrew. But unfortunately, you can't copyright a word.
And Peter, I mean, the description I've got here for you is a cross-party organisation that believes Britain is better off in Europe. We are in Europe.
Look, the point, I was fascinated by your discussion earlier on, your own point of view, as you described, let's just blame all the French on this. The conversation just had with Peter in Paris, well, is this all resentment by France? Andrew, may I just tell you to shut up? Because this is the kind of nonsense that houses up and down the land are now saying, let's just blame the French. Of course, this has got to do with Brexit, but not just Brexit, not just leaving the European Union. This is a different thing. We could leave the European Union and still be in a situation where none of these queues existed. The problem we have is that we left the European Union. We also decided to leave the single market. And if you leave the single market, you become Serbia, you become Romania, you become a non-EU country. Sorry, Romania is in the EU. And you are a third country. So just let me tell you one fact. You can read, every one of your listeners can read in the paper today that the queues were 6 hours long. The French had 50% of their passport booths open. So if they had them fully occupied, then that queue would be down to 3 hours. That is the price of Brexit.
How many booths are there?
I don't know. But
how do you know that only 50% were open?
Because in the Times this morning, that was the fact that was described.
Okay, right. Well, before you tell me to shut up, I think maybe you'd better get your facts right, because there are 10 booths and there were 4 French officers on duty on Thursday morning. That's 40%. Why do you suppose there were only 4 French duty officers available from the Police aux Frontières, the PAF?
You will remember back at half-term, queues at border control in the United Kingdom. The UK border force couldn't man all of our border posts. You will remember baggage carriers, delays on the carousels because people couldn't get enough workers to do the job. This is the price of Brexit. Now, you may be prepared to pay that price. That's fine.
But do you think it was deliberate from the French, Peter? That's what I'm saying.
Listen, I don't care. Because you are going down a line of attack. Let's blame other countries for the decision we made. No matter whether all of those booths were full, Andrew, there would have still been huge queues at Dover.
So do you think this was a Gallic go slow? Is it a punishment beating for us?
This is the price of Brexit.
So what do you want to do about that, Peter? I mean, what on earth do you want me to do about that? I mean, I sit here as somebody that voted to remain in the European Union. You continue to have a pop at me.
There is a solution, Andrew. There is an easy solution.
Have another vote. We're going to have to get it done by midday.
Wait.
We're going to get these people out of Dover.
The solution is we could have left the European Union, but we did not have to leave the single market. We left the single market because the government decided that people had voted to end free movement. If you end free movement, you are a third country. You show your passport.
And you, Peter, don't mind any of this, and you have no sympathy whatsoever for anybody that is stuck in queues with no loos, water.
I have every sympathy for them.
Oh, you do?
Of course I do. But I want you and the media to say, by the way, this is to do with Brexit. It's not because the French are kicking up a fuss and wanting to...
Really? Are you well-travelled, Peter? Are you
very travelled.
Literally,
I've just come back from Ukraine.
Are you well-travelled enough to know that if you flip a bit of money here and there, you can grease the wheels, you can get around a little bit? People, there is such a thing as a go slow. Do you need to check, the COVID checks, the visas, the finances of people going into France? 4 booths out of 10, then they blame it on tech problems.
Come on, you sound like Nigel Farage here.
No, you
sound like Nigel Farage.
You're very naive, Peter.
I'm going to ask you the question. I've been travelling around Europe constantly.
I've been travelling the globe all my life, mate. You're a little bit naive, aren't you? Bit naive.
Well, if you
love it, don't you? You love it. Andrew, we voted the wrong way, and you absolutely adore the fact that we're taking a punishment beating from those elegant, sophisticated French. You love it.
This is a ridiculous interview.
Bye-bye.